You know that feeling when you're lying in bed at 2 a.m. and you've got it all figured out? You're going to wake up early. You're going to start that project. You're finally going to be that person. But then the sun comes up, and the future you who had all that discipline is nowhere to be found. Most people think the comfort zone is a warm, cozy place where nothing happens. But it's not. It's actually a high-speed trap, and it's built one tiny, invisible brick at a time. If you want to know exactly how to stay stuck for the next 10 years, I've got the blueprint. It's actually surprisingly easy. You just have to keep doing exactly what you're doing right now. The most effective way to stay exactly where you are is to become a professional at tomorrow. Tomorrow is the most dangerous word in the English language because it's a lie that feels like a plan. When you tell yourself you'll start on Monday, your brain gets a hit of dopamine. You feel the relief of having a solution without actually having to do the work. Think about the last thing you put off. You didn't say, "I'm never doing this." You said, "I'm doing this later." That's the trick. To stay stuck, you need to keep your dreams just far enough away that they feel possible, but close enough that you don't feel the urgency to act now. If you want to stay where you are, keep waiting for the perfect time. Wait until you have more money, more energy, or more clarity. Spoiler alert, that feeling never comes. Life is always going to be messy. The second brick in the trap is the just this once rule. Just this once I'll hit snooze. Just this once I'll scroll for 5 more minutes. Just this once I'll skip the gym because I had a hard day. We think these tiny decisions don't matter. We think our life is defined by the big moments, the graduations, the promotions, the breakups. But it's not. Your life is the sum of every just this once you've ever said. Staying exactly where you are doesn't require a massive failure. It just requires you to negotiate with your own standards until they don't exist anymore. Every time you break a promise to yourself, you lose a little bit of self-trust. Eventually, you stop believing you're even capable of changing. And once you stop believing it, the trap is locked. If you want to guarantee you'll never move forward, make sure you ask everyone else what they think first. Check in with your friends. Ask your parents. Look at what people are doing on social media. If you wait for the world to give you a green light, you're going to be sitting at the intersection for the rest of your life. The truth is, most people want you to stay exactly where you are. Not because they're mean, but because your growth makes them uncomfortable with their own stagnation. When you start changing, you become a mirror for their excuses. To stay stuck, stay agreeable. Keep doing what's realistic. Keep following the path that's already been paved by people who are just as bored as you are. But here's the thing. If you're still watching this, it's probably because you're starting to realize that the comfort zone isn't comfortable anymore. It's starting to feel heavy. It's starting to feel like regret. The way out isn't a massive cinematic transformation. You don't need to quit your job and move to a mountain tomorrow. You just need to stop lying to yourself. The breakthrough happens when you realize that discomfort is the price of admission for a life worth living. Everything you want is on the other side of a conversation you don't want to have, a workout you don't want to do, or a risk you're afraid to take. You have to choose your hard. Staying stuck is hard. Changing is hard. But only one of those hards leads to a better version of you. So let's stop the cycle right now. I'm not going to tell you to change your whole life tonight. I'm going to ask you to do one thing that makes you slightly uncomfortable today. Maybe it's sending that email you've been avoiding. Maybe it's putting your phone in the other room for an hour. Maybe it's just admitting out loud that you aren't happy with where you are. Discomfort is the only compass that points toward growth. If you feel that little knot in your stomach when you think about starting, that's not a signal to stop. That's a signal that you're finally heading in the right direction. The walls of your comfort zone only feel solid because you haven't pushed against them lately. Don't wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow is where dreams go to die. Start tonight, even if it's small, especially if it's small. If this video hit home, drop a comment below with one thing you've been putting off. Let's hold each other accountable. We're all trying to figure this out together. I'll see you in the next one.